Hey guys, 1977 Logan here. I'm going to do a video on DIY screen top. This is my old screen top. I don't know if you can see it, but I had it off one day doing some tank maintenance and my cats bent it. And this one also poses a little bit of a problem because in order to get into the tank, I can really only do this, and it's kind of a hassle, so we're going to make a two-piece one. So, let's get started. What I did was purchase a screen kit from Lowe's. It comes with these tracks. They're aluminum. These are painted white. I had thought about actually doing black to match the silicone on my tank, and then decided, you know what, you're less likely to see the salt creep on this white. So basically what I did was took the top measurements of my tank, which are 36 by 18, and this track is actually 3/4 inch wide. So you subtract that off of the 36 and end up with 34.5. Now I'm doing a two-piece top this time, so I need four 34.5 inch pieces. One section of mine is going to be a little wider than the other for the side pieces, and then it also comes with the corner brackets. So basically what you do is snap these in. You can see where the little rubber piece O-ring that holds your screen in goes. So basically I'm going to go ahead and put these in the ends. Oops. I used actually used a fine blade hacksaw to cut this. You can score it about halfway through and then snap them off, and then I used a little disc to deburr it. Okay, so this is the wider section. It's actually going to be towards the front of the tank so that I can lift it up and move it out of the way to get in to place corals or feed the fish, which is something that my other top didn't really allow me to do very easily. I will say that this being aluminum, it's very easy to bend, so you kind of want to be careful as you're putting it together, so you don't end up with a bent top before you ever get started. And I did notice that when you put it together, it kind of, I don't know that you can see this, it kind of ends up a little bit cattywampus. You may have to actually take it and kind of, wiggle it around to get it to where it lays flat. So let me get out the screen. This is the screen that I bought. It's a fiberglass. Didn't go with the aluminum screen or anything. I just went with this fiberglass. It's got a fairly open mesh. I would have liked to have found something that was a little more open, but I used this on my last top and it seemed to be okay. So I didn't say this before, but all in all, I think I have probably maybe $20 in this project. Here's the cord that holds the screen in. The kit comes with god awful plenty of that. Okay, so we're gonna put the screen on the short side, the one that I have to cut into for my overflows. So I'm just going to kind of roll me out a section. Leave myself plenty. Avoid cutting my curious cat. Also picked up one of these tools. Didn't use one last time that I put my screen together. Don't know if I'll like it. Might have been a waste of a couple bucks. So, pick one end here. Get my cord started. Actually, I think I'm gonna have to move this. Okay, so I moved into the kitchen on the floor. It's a little better surface than the carpet, so we'll see if this works out any better. So basically, I've got my end started. This tool actually has one end that's just pointy. The other end's kind of radius to cut the strip. So I'm gonna try using that first. Actually, not too bad. Let's see about making the corner now. Actually, I think I might cut this and use individual pieces. So I'm just trying to hold the screen kind of taunt. And peel it back away from the corner a bit. Cut that. So far, so good. Do the same thing on the other end. Again, pull it down here, pull it tight. So far, looking pretty good. Get my last edge started while pulling it tight. Excellent. So I'm going to try to go in this direction with it this time. Union labor there. Always screwing around. Looks good. Make sure my corners are all down. I believe they are. And voila, looks pretty good. Except give it a little, you have to give it a little twist, kind of lay it on the floor and see how it looks. But I need to get rid of all that excess screen. I think if I remember right, last time I used a razor blade and I just kind of cut right along the edge. Just kind of ran my blade right up against the aluminum. Work around the corner. Work around the last corner, and voila! Section 1 of my DIY screen top. So I'm going to forego you watching me do the second piece of this. I'll get back to you when I put it on the tank, because like I said, this piece will be a short section that goes over the top of my overflows in the back third of my tank, and I'll have to actually cut a couple holes in here to allow my overflows to go back into the tank. So I'll get back with you when I'm ready to do that. Okay guys, so here we are above the tank. I know it's not the greatest view, but basically what I've got is my overflow sitting right here where it's going to be. I'm going to take a razor blade and I'm going to actually just cut out. I'm just going to try to cut a triangle. That's how I did last time. I'm just going to try to cut a triangle out so that can slip back down through there. Okay, so I wasn't sure how much you guys could see of that, but basically what I did was just exactly what I said. I made a little nick in the screen on both sides of my triangle head, and then kind of cut back, cut over, and this is the way I did my other top. I never had any problem with anything jumping out of it or getting through that hole. So let me go ahead and finish up the top, and I'll show you a finished project. Okay, so I'm back. So as you can see, I've got my top finished. It's now a two-piece top, so that when I want to get in the tank and work on the tank, I can move it out of the way. I have basically the whole area there to get my hands in. Hope this video was informative for anybody that's wanting to do a DIY top. Super easy and makes life a lot easier. And I'll be getting back to you guys with a update on what's actually going on in the tank. Thanks for watching. Later.